So, let's go. Oh, we got a ways to go. Let's look at the map. Yeah, that's alright. Might pick that mission up while we're in there, so let me kind of click on that. They're on the mountain again. We're on the road again.
Breaking my back out here.
Broke my back in the Skillian Verge, diving through a Batarian scout ship to gut the pilot. Suck it up, kid.
Damn. Yeah, are they needing more people or something? Oh, they didn't really start on it yet?
Outlaw camp. Should we say hello?
Maybe. Who's down here?
Hey, I guess in the worst case, we can get out and push.
Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Elodin's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
I take it your shuttle broke down?
Well, yes and no. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
Can't you just get the thruster back?
Oh, I tried. Went to their camp. They laughed at me and said a deal's a deal. But you're a Pathfinder. Maybe you can talk some sense into them. Get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Elodin?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Elodin receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime.
What?
But I found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out there.
Okay, let's continue on to Drac. I just wanted to pick that mission up. To the mountain, to the sea. You have to come over ready to get that ice pack on her too. That's just funny. The hell is that?
Scavenger tech ahead. They'll be looking for scrap here.
They make any bids about you? Must have.
I probably walked through someone's war dock, but that's not really what we do.
What are you guys talking about? That was short.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Pathfinder, I detect scavenger constructs ahead.
Chunka. Escape pod.
Morta's clan still hasn't forgiven the Nexus, huh? Can't say I blame them.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
We'll take that as a compliment.
What y'all bastards doing over here?
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable.
None of you are affected with some type of disease? Whatever y'all guys were balling in a Krogan.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
That's kind of badass looking.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
New Tachanka coming up. Move along. No outsiders. She's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morta.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help. Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac.
Right, working.
Didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morta knows you're here. Good.
Pathfinder must think she's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Wonder how long she'd last in a real fight.
Subtle, guys. Real subtle.
Black, you hear them?
You hear Galrak and his team tried to fight the worm? Epic battle. Got in a few good shots before it killed a lot of them. Dumb bastards.
Always had more quads than brains.
Gingerbread cookies. Wanted. Ingredients for gingerbread cookies.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No? Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The junker was aggressive.
Probably too. We do it after we meet your leader. Or the loyalty mission.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Bad karma naming it New Tachanka.
Any new mods? When you can drag a shuttle carcass here from Gehenna Valley, you can tell me when to wake up.
But those scavengers are roasting out there.
Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
What would you do if I was?
Ask the 5 I put down this morning. Look, you want to buy, talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I pick my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk.
New stock for barter.
I was wondering. I was like, y'all gonna talk?
See that worm? No one can land a scratch on it.
Worm? Is that the worm? Like lots of different worms.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladon all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladon. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
Salvager at the Paradise might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aww, he sounds so...
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home, we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here, we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
I should get going.
Hope she's not dead. Let's go like, ow, you stuff over here.
Hear about the Nexus wanting us back?
So the squishies finally realize they're screwed out here. Well, it's gonna take a lot more than oops, my bad to scratch out what they did. Went out hunting worm the other day. Almost got me.
We're lucky it's not after our skins. It's worse than a thresher maw.
Oh crap, really? Oh, that's scary. I usually hated the thresher malls and won. Oh, it's around the outside of their place. Yep. So they're like, the lower you go, the cooler it gets, looks like.
Tried one of those blue mushrooms? Bad idea.
Took a poop.
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
Come on, you have nowhere to go.
Heard Sloan on Kadara is hiring.
Oh, she'd rather be a bodyguard than staying in this pit. Or staying with this lady going all crazy.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Have you had much trouble with the scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Tell me more about the flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Oh.
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
We'll destroy it for you.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop me before?
Like how the female Krogans are with the reason.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Bad karma naming it New Tachanka.
You, back off.
You Revenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus.
I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
You mean that? Because it doesn't sound like you mean that.
You're right. I don't. You weren't there when the Council species on the Nexus banded together to screw over the Krogan. Again. New galaxy, same crap.
I'd just like you to give me, personally, the benefit of the doubt.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you. Only regret. Watch. The Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm going to journal about this later. See you soon.
What a bitch. She looked like some creature though, man. I don't know why you're
Morda's a
talking.
hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah? Maybe.
She said we'd pay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Yeah, she wants to do war again, looks like.
Drac, you old wreck. Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Krat. I have stories, let me tell you. Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Earth not bother you. We can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's... rustic?
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
Okay.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus. After the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tuchanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of them.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
I'll talk to you later.
It's actually pretty cool. Like how they did theirs on the underground and everything.
Think we'll have to go back to Ania?
No. The deal was for 500 gallons, no more. With our physiology, it should last us for at least the next decade.
It's really teaching the bad ways of why people don't trust the Krogan as much.
Orca, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Kortik, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need is something to shoot.
That's exactly what they need. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wild to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Ooh, we got a lot of stuff to do. Thank you for that model.
Get away from Morna.
We don't want to stand with her crazy ass. She already got no eyes. Or can we say black eyes to say she's evil?
Saw the worm out there again. That thing is huge.
Bigger than a threshing maw, isn't it? Make a good rite of passage.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tachanka.
Don't be stupid. Morta will find her way.
We ought to check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
I'd rather stay here, thanks.
You call yourself Krogan? Should track down a fiend later. It's been ages since I had a good fight.
Oh, I'll do that for y'all. Okay, let's go meet this guy downstairs. Oh, it looked like there was a stair mission. Well, this is good. They built their outpost in the most best spot, man. It looks so cool. Wonder how long they actually built it for.
Ha! Drac, sir, you're here.
Settle down a second, Hark.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Elodin's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
Let's go.
My coordinates should drop you just close enough to sneak in.
What are we walking into?
A group of Nexus exiles. They're hiding out in an old complex up there.
Nexus Exiles. Friends of yours, Drac?
We made a lot of friends during the mutiny. Guess we'll find out.